Monday.
Monday. Maybe I will just wait for it to be filed on Monday to be official. Yeah.
So to give you an idea for the resolution, a resolution expressing unwavering solidarity. On Monday na. I think on Monday na po. Okay, thank you. Okay, resolution expressing unwavering solidarity and support to the leadership of the Honorable Speaker Ferdinand Martin Gomez Morales and the upholding the integrity and honor of the House of Representatives in the face of intense assault from the Senate in violation of the principle of the interparliamentary courtesy and undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent function. So that is the title of the resolution. Thank you.
Sir, well, kanina nga po nagsabi si Senate President Subiri na itutuloy na raw nila yung resolution of both houses and there will be a hearing next week daw. So ano po ang reaction ng House leadership dito sa development na ito na sinabi ni Senate President Subiri?
Well, we welcome that development because that is what we agreed and have been waiting for since the start of this year. They filed resolution of both houses number 6. And in fact, if we backtrack that resolution of both houses number 6 filed by the Senate President with Subiri even gave it a timeline that they will pass it this March. So the House, we are patient enough in waiting for them to pass it this March. So maghintay po ang House. So we would like to thank our counterparts in the Senate for finally sitting down as what we were requesting. Let's bring it up to a higher level of discussion, particularly, which is the meat of the matter, the economic amendments that has to be made to help this country. The economic amendments to update that 37-year-old Constitution. So, maghihintay po kami. Nagsabi naman po ang Senate President na gagawin nila to, ipapasa nila by March, so the House of Representatives will have that patience in waiting for them to transmit it to us before our Holy Week break. Maghihintay po kami.
Yes, precisely. As we have stated in the previous press conference, this will be the game changer. If they approve the economic amendments to the Constitution, then there will be no more basis for the people's initiative. Our Article 6 here really is only economic amendments. No abolition of the Senate. They are reacting, overreacting on something that is not there. And so therefore, we support the Senate President and the Senators. Hopefully that they're going to approve this before the Holy Week. We just have some requests to include a final, a total, comprehensive opening of our economy. They only have 3. They have public utility, they have education, and advertising. We would like to have especially the constitutional provision on the development exploitation of natural resources. Kogresista, the economist, has come out this morning that in fisheries itself, we cannot bring in big investors on fishing, and we are a pelagic country that needs foreign investments. And the NEDA chief has said, Mr. Balisaka, that we should open already. So our appeal to them, why also not consider development of exploitation of natural resources and then media and others. that we have proposed. So yeah, that's subject to what we have. So we're requesting more comprehensive economic amendments, nothing on political amendments. Thank you.
Dadagdagan ko lang, I'm sorry. Dadagdag ko lang kasi this is a welcome development. Tayo po ay nasisiyahan dahil at last, may schedule na, madidinig na itong RBH 6. But let me just refresh the memory of everyone that for the last several days, yung ating speaker po ay nagpahayag at sinuportahan po ito ng ating mga kasamahan sa Kongreso na kami po ay willing to embrace the version that the Senate will pass. Dahil po sa Senate po manggagaling yung version ng economic amendment sa ating Constitution. Therefore, they will be assured that we will not take up any political provision for that matter. So, again, let me reiterate that the Speaker, as the head of the 311 members of his House, has manifested his desire to embrace the version that the Senate will pass in this RBH.
Hello, good afternoon. Ang part po, actually masaya kami dito sa nangyayari sa Senate na schedule na sila, meron sila. Like I said 2 days ago, in an ideal world nga, yung mga debate mangyayari sa official na kapasidad. And I think that is the beginning of that. Now, any start, just to start it is good. If it ends up in whichever mode that is agreed upon by both houses, ang sabi ko kanina sa meeting, ang view ko doon is, alam mo, minsan yung debate mas importante sa resulta. Mapalitan man o ang konstitusyon o hindi, ang maganda yung napag-usapan. So that is our view. We already are on record as to what our views are towards this. Makikita niyo naman sa record natin yung mga pangalan namin, lahat ng panindigan na rin namin. And we're looking forward to that happening also in the Senate. Maski ano man ang desisyon nila, nandun din naman ang mga pangalan nila at ang mga stand nila. So yun. And again, we respect them. A lot of them were our colleagues. And I think this is the start of things simmering down and getting back to work. So we welcome it very much. Thank you.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. First of all, sorry for us being late dahil nag-meeting pa po yung party leaders with the speaker. Then afterwards, nag-meeting po yung all-member caucus na ginanap na yung hapon. Medyo na-late po kami. And in that meeting, of course, medyo maraming emotions, maraming napag-usapan. Hindi naman natin maaalis yun given the recent events that have happened. Pero ang pinaka-importanting takeaway from that caucus is that number one, the House is solid behind the Speaker as was relayed by our senior Deputy Speaker and Majority Floor Leader in the form of the resolution that will be filed on Monday. So yun po yung una. Pangalawa, kahit na medyo nasasaktan yung ating Speaker, ang instructions niya po sa ating mga kasamahan dito sa House of Representatives ay huwag nang palakihin yung issue. Tayo po'y magtrabaho na. Nang sa ganon ay yung ating trabaho ay talagang pakinabangan ng ating mga mamamayan. So yan po, in so many words, ang instructions ng ating Speaker, and we're very happy na ditinggin na ng Senate ang RBH 6 para magawa na rin po namin ang aming counterpart dito sa House of Representatives at mapag-usapan na po ang pag-improve ng ating konstitusyon nang sa ganon ay mabuksan ang ating ekonomiya for more investments, better jobs, and better lives for our people. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat.
For that to happen, we'll have to have a total change in form of government to a parliamentary form of government. And that cannot even be done via constitution itself. It can only be done by way of a constitutional convention of representatives elected by the people. Hindi na kami it's very clear that this is not this is not in the table. Give a little bit of history. RBH 6, the version of the House, does ask for a convention. But the reason that this version of the House was asked for the conversion this term was because last term, if you recall, like I said, I personally faced all of the same topic also. The offer na one of our former Speaker Lord was constitutional assembly, economic provisions only, voting separately at hindi rin. So I'm thinking this term was, okay, hindi niya gusto yun, subukan naman natin. So, kaya ganun yung version ng RH6 ng House. So the latest developments naman, ang sinasabi na nga is, kung ayaw nila ng RH6 namin, yung RH6 na mag-tingnan. Parang mag-isa na lang.
Thank you. With relation to the question of Tina, I think what we see is the narrative against progress and development is consistent. So gusto nilang lagyan ng political color yung constitutional amendments na pinupush ng House of Representatives. When in fact, on the table are purely economic amendments. This was the same argument and threats posed by the Senate na sinabi na i-abolish daw sila, matatanggal daw sila. Tapos ito naman sinasabi na perpetuate power, etc., etc. It's really the same narrative being thrown against the proposal to push for charter amendments. But, like what Jack has mentioned earlier and the other colleagues have been parroting since, we fought for this. How long do we have to wait? We're the same level as Cambodia already. We're 8th from the last. When do you want to actually realize the full potential of the country? So we're happy with the development of the Senate. We look forward to them having discussions quickly. Let me emphasize quickly kasi Majo mentioned a timeline earlier. Although I'm quite concerned because when I heard the statements of Senator Coco Pimentel, ang sinabi niya, parang kakailanganin ng higit isang taon to sa Senado para pag-usapan. So, siguro yun ang kailangan natin malaman mula sa mga kaibigan natin sa Senado, yung timetable. Rigid. So, we'll hold them to that, March.
Regarding, to add to that, yung sinabi kong timetable, hindi po kami nagbigay nun ha. May records na nag-issue ng statement po yung Senate President at sinabi nila, Senate President Mitsubiri, na nakabawin nila to at they will try to have it for March para i-transmit po sa amin. So, sa kanilang timetable to, hindi po sa House of Representatives. In fact, this development is a welcome development for us. Kung matransmit nila sa amin ng March, nandito na sa amin yung bola, tatapusin namin para pwede na natin ipresenta sa taong bayan for a referendum. Magpuputuhan na ng tao. Ngayon yung mga ibang agam-agam na may people's initiative, hindi na po magagawa yun kasi isa lang po may initiative for every 5 years. Now, with regards to the suspicion that we are trying to do this to have somebody become a prime minister or something, records will prove tingnan po natin ano yung transmit ng House of Representatives sa Senado. Hindi po yung sikreto. Those are public records. Anong transmit ng House of Representatives sa Senado? Resolution of both Houses number 6, authored by 302 congressmen, Constitutional Convention to amend the economic provision. So wala pong nilagay doon na political. So I do not know kung saan po galing yung political, klarong-klaro po sa transmit ng House of Representatives that is for economic provisions, that we really feel that in each and every Congress, sa lahat ng speaker na dumaan dito sa House of Representatives, we're trying to push to update that 37-year-old Constitution. So, siguro balikan po natin, I'm challenging those who are accusing the House of Representatives of trying to put in this, pushing for this constitutional amendments or changes in our Constitution to review. Pakita nyo po yung dokumento na nagsasabi na we are pushing for those type of political changes to present. We challenge them to go and check the records of the Senate of what we transmitted. Tama na po yung storya-storya at kung ano-anong kalokohan. Kaya nga masaya kami ngayon upon learning that the Senate is now going to deliberate on it. Ang tagal na po natin hinihintay yan. So tama na po yung mga kung ano-anong storya. Let's stick to the facts of what we transmitted to the Senate, and we welcome the development from the Senate telling everyone in this country that they are going to discuss their RBH number 6, proposing amendments to the constitutional, to the economic provisions of the Constitution.
Yes, your leader, can I add more? To the question of the statement of President Duterte, former President Duterte, that the PI will lead to some people to become prime minister, and there will be a perpetuation of power. That is no constitutional and legal basis. Constitutional. People's initiative cannot change the form of government or the system of government. We are unitary. We cannot change it to federal through people's initiative because revision na yan eh. We cannot also change a bicameral form of government. System is a form ito. A bicameral form of government into a unicameral form because the PI will only be for amendments. Now, we therefore can see that there is no basis in that, and also on the law on people's initiative, clearly amendments lang. So it can never happen through this PI that there can be a change to parliamentary to have elections for prime minister. And so therefore, that is very clear. It has no legal and constitutional basis to say that this is for, PI is for perpetuation of power, of election of prime minister. So that is very clear. Thank you.
Good evening po to all honorable congressmen and ladies and gentlemen. Gusto ko lang po itanong sa lahat po ng mga congressman, pwede pong hindi kayo, pwede pong mag-speak kung ayaw niyo sagutin. Tungkol po ito dun sa sinasabi po ni Baste Duterte na pinapababa po niya ang Pangulo natin. So dito po may mga sumusuporta, mga naniniwala, pero marami naman talaga ang suporta ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. So gusto ko pong hingan ang bawat kongresista po na nandito ngayon, ano po ang inyong masasabi tungkol dito? Salamat po.
I think si Mayor Baste already gave a statement. Ang statement kasi nakita ko sa front page kanina, let's speak ulit na lang yung statement niya. Hindi na para hindi pa tayo maglagay ng gasolina basta. May statement na po siya eh. So, ako personally, I'll just leave it at that.
Well, I think na supersede na yung sinabi ni Mayor Baste dun sa statement niya na binanggit niya ni Kong Jack. So, I guess, kung ma-supersede na, Speaker, huwag nang kalakihin ang gulo para makapagtrabaho na tayo pare-pareho at maging united tayo for the progress of the country. Kaya let's leave it at that. Ganun din, katulad ng sinabi ni Kong Jack.
I think I answered that question last Monday. Was it Monday or the Monday when we had an interview, but I think you asked it. So, ako naman, yung position is the same. No? It's baseless. It's sad that it had to be mentioned, but kung titignan nyo naman po yung nagawa at performance ng ating presidente, yun ang magpapatunay na yung mga binanggit ni Mayor Baste na lack of compassion, lack of direction, lack of love, I think has no value in it given the performance of President Bongo Marcos. In fact, for the House, we even reiterated our support for him last Monday through the resolution that was read out by Senior Deputy Speaker Dong Gonzales.
On my part, I answered that also during Monday press conference yung sinabi ni Mayor Baste. So, ang masasabi ko lang po, pinagbili ni Speaker na we will work as a team para sa ating mga.
Hindi, ako gusto sagutin sa Mindanao. Kami lang ba kami taga Mindanao? 1, 2, 3, 4. Taga Mindanao. Bakit? That is their opinion. We don't share the same idea. Ayaw namin humiwalay unless paano, hindi ko nga maintindihan ang statement nila. Gusto nila humiwalay kasi ulit. According, the last time we checked, according to DBM, yung isang distrito nga, 51 billion pesos. Anong hiwalay? Dahil nakakuha ka na ng 51 billion pesos at yung mga ibang distrito na pabayaan nyo at hindi nyo naalagaan. Tapos, iniisip nyo, sarili nyo lang. Bakit naman ganun? No? So why I don't see right now we're good and I don't see any benefit for this country, for Mindanao to separate. Tapos pagtitingnan mo ng buo, hindi maganda sa ekonomiya na hihiwala yung Mindanao, may iwan eh. So I still believe that we have it is of more benefit that Mindanao be part of this republic. Pag umiwalay siya, madidihado pa. Okay lang siguro yung mga nakakuha na ng 51 billion pesos na sa kanilang distrito o sa kanilang syudad. Paano naman yung mga wala pa? Ihiwalay nyo na. So, I disagree with them.
Good afternoon. Tinitingnan ko yung seal ng house. Tanggalan ng isang star yung dalawa na lang. Visayas Mindanao yan, magkagabi mo, dalawa na pangit-pangit. Going back to history, alam niyo po, yung Mindanao Independence Movement, nangyari yan sa Cagayan de Oro. Buhay pa po ako, namatay na yung tatay ko. In fact, mayroon po akong passport doon. And it was started by a former mayor and state member of the Bakbakan na ilunos na yun para for his presidency. Hindi talaga nakatake off. If I'm not mistaken, it was the late Mayor of Cagayan de Oro, and kinausap niya ang tatay ko dyan. My late father was a congressman then about his plans of being a president. That was his slogan, Mindanao Independence Movement. Pero hindi naka-take off ko yun. As I said, may dollar pa sila, mayroon pa silang passport na gagawin doon. Pero doon pa lang, it was just only a slogan for him for running probably for the presidency or something. Pero wala nang iba. Pero kung sasabihin mo, pihig, talo sa elections, I don't think so. I don't think so now. Hindi now. Lalo na ngayon. And probably it's another propaganda na lang na dapat ginawa nila sa previous administration. Bakit ngayon? So, as a Mindanao, my province, lower district ng Camiguin, hindi pa payag doon. Kasi kung talagang totohanin nila, ang Camiguin po, babalik na lang sa Visayas. Gusto ko nandun pa sa start ng Camiguin.
Ayaw mama natin.
Kung Ace, going back to history, ang Camiguin po, pumasok yung mga katsila. Yung simbahan po ng Camiguin, kasama po sa Visayas. When ginawa yung Misamis Oriental or Misamis, and Cagayan de Oro, kinuha yung Camiguin as part of Mindanao. But originally, Camiguin was part of Visayas. Thank you.
Ako naman, I was asked earlier about yung secession move and proposal. Ang aking sagot ay simple lang. Ito ay dapat pinag-aaralan. Ito ay hindi dapat, kasi marami pong proseso ang gagawin dito. Ang usapan pirma lang. When you create another, you remove Mindanao from the Republic of the Philippines, that would probably entail a revision of the Constitution. Isn't that correct? So ngayon, dahil pirma lang naman tayo, no? So wala namang political provisions at the moment. Sa tingin ko, no, they probably have, the proponents probably have some idea on why they are pushing for this. No? And, personally, my opinion is that I don't want to shoot it down right away because pag-aralan, tingnan natin, di ba? If this will redound to more benefits for the people, bakit naman hindi? But as it is today, medyo sa tingin ko malabo pa. Malabo pa yun. At because malabo pa yan, at hindi yan ang ating priority, dapat siguro pag-usapan natin muna yung more important matters.
Okay, I am from Cagayan de Oro, Mindanao, Republic of the Philippines. So, the statement of the president, former president, and former Speaker of the House, former president was 6 years president in our country. There was no call for an independent Mindanao. Speaker Alvarez was 3 years Speaker of the House. There was no call from him on seceding Mindanao from the Philippines. So now, they're not the president anymore or the speaker, and then they want to give a chance to President Marcos. Under Bakbakan Pilipinas, it's only 1.5 years. And 1.5 years, correct, of his term. So, we have to give a chance to the president. And therefore, any statement about seceding independence just tries to really bring up, stoke the fire, because it is also true that Mindanao does not also really get a big part of the budget. But ever since Ruben Canoy, my mayor of Cagayan de Oro, put this up, there has been presidents have been trying to be able to increase more budget, but not as what we would like this to be done. So that means that we do not want independence, but we want additional budget for the land of promise. Malayo kami. We are far from the centers of power and governance. And that is why now, with President Duterte and Speaker Alvarez saying that, I tell you, many who have also felt the poverty in Mindanao has some sympathy for this. But I am saying that let's give a chance to this administration with President Bongo Marcos, who is inclusive, including Mindanao, to be able to provide, fulfill the promise of Mindanao. And I am confident that with the President, we will be able to increase more budget, especially we're going to the budget process for this coming August, to precisely to stop this kind of, trying to, have a heated, you make our people, go on this and think about it. To be able, through progress, through development, stop all this kind of proposals, because we want a strong, united Philippines. Thank you.
Former President is ready to very question yung charter change sa Supreme Court.
There's nothing has been filed. So I think at this point in time, there's nothing to challenge.
Yes, at this point it will become premature for the former president to file anything. What is happening now is that there are signature gathering upon explanation to the people why we need this for change. And so it becomes, there's no justiciable question. That is the word that will bring a matter to the courts. No? What is a justiciable question? A controversy, a present controversy. Yung pagpapirma, yung pagsign ng mga tao, that is their right. A right to sign. Na, wala pang petition. Pag-file ng petition, premature pa rin, because the petition is not sure. It will be approved by the COMELEC on sufficiency of the petition. So it cannot be filed. So when there possibly be a filing, when the COMELEC will state that the sufficiency of the petition, they declare within 60 to 90 days the plebiscite. And then probably they will go to court and state and go against the executive secretary to be able to stop the plebiscite. But at this time, wala. All the cases against these political exercises goes into when it is approved by the proper body, the COMELEC. And so therefore, we're saying that premature, let's wait, there are signatures that have been signed, it will be filed, they will have to have a hearing and validation of this, and then probably later they can also file. I'm sure any petition now will be dismissed by any court. Thank you.
Maybe the last question for please.
Balikan ko lang po yung resolution that you're planning to file on Monday. You mentioned kanina that since the Senate is already planning to discuss RBH 6, masaya na po sila, and you're hoping as Bongbong said na this will simmer down tensions between the House and the Senate. But the wording of the resolution, of course, I haven't seen it, but it seems very strongly worded. So, do you fear that it might escalate tensions and you want to file it on Monday?
Looking naman at the statement, with due respect to the Senate, sometimes strong statements require strong answers. No? So, hindi naman nakakasakit. Strong, yes, but that only shows how serious we take it.
Thank you.
Once again, these are violations of international law. Violation of the law of the sea. Violation of the International Tribunal Award of July 2016. So this is a continuous violation. We have to have the government strongly able to protest this and be able to tell China to stop all these inflammatory actions that they've been doing, to be able to have peace in the region. They must be dreaming because we have the United Nations Convention on the Sea, 200 miles exclusive economic zone. And that means EEZ, you have sovereign rights. And that sovereign rights cannot be intruded upon without the approval of the Republic of the Philippines. And they're intruding against our rules and against the law. So they should stop that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very much.
Tapos na.
Kuminda lang. Palabas.
Ayan guys, kakatapos lang guys ng Presscon ng Congress. So yun po yung mga kaganapan dito.
Saan sila pupunta bukas?
Kaya nga sir, medyo nawindang ako kasi taga Mindanao po ako, minsan sa Oriental. O yung mama ko po ay kaibigan ko yung sa Pimentel po. Kaya sabi ko, bakit?
Kaya nga po kung nakakagulat na lagi na lang kapag hindi may mga tantrum sila, lagi nilang hiwalay na lang ang Mindanao, lagi yung statement nila. Parang ang weird lang po na magkaroon ng parang District 1 ng Davao City, Republic. Isa lang sila.
Hindi ba natin mga natin provision? Diba? Kahirapan. Alam mo pa, may terms of congressman, may terms of was promised to us by them. Then it was promised to us. Of course, sinabi niya, umipon siya sa Pilipinas, pumunta sa akin sa Pilipinas. Anong pang pwede na ito? Gusto ko, ibigamos mo kami ng hindi naman sinabi ko.
Maraming po salamat.
Thank you po.
Pinaliwanag ng ating mga kongresista. So, satisfied ka ba? Yun.
Si Rocky.
Nagugulan ka. Masama yung mga pagkakilan. Hindi mo yun talagang sinasabi nilang mga tao ng masama. Kasi yung suka. Pakinggan mo at yung mga talaga yung nagkaka. Pero siyempre, meron naman po talaga na gusto mananaw. Hindi mo pwede na mga reklamo dahil alam mo lang yung ilan na gusto mo. So, dapat talaga, bukas lang yung isa. Nakasa to, pwede ka magsalita. Yung freedom of speech. Tsaka kung sibuyas ka, kasama sa trabaho namin yan. Pati naman ako, meron naman na. Meron reklamo sa distrito ko. Isang awal yung sabi, tignan natin, magkano tayo.
Thank you po.
Maraming salamat.
Salamat po.
Salamat po. Ito talaga si Admin Rich.
Ano po yung masasabi niyo ko?
Gagi na si Sir G. Yan guys. Tapos na guys yung Presscon, no? So, uwi na din tayo. Ayan. Ayan.
Oh guys,
Ayan, Crisostomo Ibarra, papaano kayo aasenso? Malaking pera yan. Kulang 51 billion nakuha ni Pulong. Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Annabel Mosquida.
press conference.
Resigi, kaya yes to Chacha. Ayan. Haga Emily, ayan, nice.
Matutuwa po sila ngayon dahil nabigyang pansin ang RBH 6 ng ating mga senador.
Ayan guys, papaalam na pa ako. Maraming salamat po. So,
News po para sa
kita-kits na lang po ulit tayo sa next live natin. Maraming salamat po. Bye-bye.
matalakay soon. So by next week, no, maging okay na.